have not seen my husband in 286 days. So am I still married? It seems like I live alone. I am still married and I do live alone. And the thing is, who I married was not the person he is today, and I loved him then and I love him now. And if you would have told me 3 years ago that the husband that I was with would eventually join the military and then get deployed overseas for over a year, I would be like, you're crazy, that's not real. Funny, but no. Funny thing is, that is my actual reality right now. So let's talk about how he even joined the military, because that is a huge part of who I am and the reality that I live in. Let me give a little backstory about how and why he even joined the military and like that whole thing. Back in 2020, 3 years ago, when the world shut down and we got to work from home, we just started dreaming. We actually slowed down because my husband and I both worked at a nonprofit and we both served several nights a week. We didn't make a lot of money, so we didn't do a lot of things together, and then we finally had time to just be together and talk about our future, because at the time we were just really focused on like what's happening right now. And during our daily walks, we would talk about what have we always desired. And I would say I've always wanted to make content for brands. I've always wanted to work with brands. At the time, I didn't see that it was a real possibility. And he said, I've always wondered what it would be like to join the military, but that's never gonna happen. And I literally stopped him in the middle of the street and I was like, wait, do you have a desire to join the military? And he was like, I mean, I've always thought about it kind of, but it's not real. It's just something I said, like it's not gonna happen. And I was like, Evan, if there's something that you desire, at least go learn more information about it. Long story short, he enlisted in the Army Reserve. The Army Reserve is a part of the military where once a month you go to your base for a weekend. He was only gone for 1 weekend every month. He has his normal 9-to-5 job as a videographer. So he left for basic training for 4 months. In 2021, I did not talk to him. I could not see him for 4 months. And he came home. And at that point, like I had already gone full time with my business where I was creating content for brands. So like I had my dream come true of creating content for brands. He had his dream of wanting to join the Army Reserve. And we started dreaming again. And long story short, we ended up selling our house, got rid of everything. And we packed up my little Nissan Rogue and we took a road trip, came to Los Angeles, and we stayed here ever since. When we got to Los Angeles, we were relying on my income from my content creation, social media management business. And the first week we got to LA, he got a full-time job as a video editor. I was like, oh my gosh, this is true. Like how is this happening? I had lost 40 pounds, so happy, loving where we live. And then we find out he's gonna get deployed for over a year. Of course, we were like, wow, that's a big change. But there's nothing we can do about it. And honestly, this is kind of what he's been wanting to do. And I'm never gonna hold anyone back from doing something that they wanna do. If he has a desire to serve and it's for the greater good, I'm not gonna hold him back from that. If somebody wants to do something, I want them to do it, because then they will thrive. They will feel confident. They will feel like they have a purpose and they're doing something that they've really been wanting to do. Even with my own husband, I'm that way. If you know me at all on here, you know I'm preaching that all the time. I'm like, I want to see you thrive. I want to see you win. I'm going to share whatever I can to help inspire you and encourage you that you can have anything you want. And I don't limit that to the people I love that obviously I would love to have him here with me. I genuinely mean that, even for him. So I support him. The thing is, when he left, I was like, okay, now is the time to work on myself even more, work on my business even more. And one day we want to have kids. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to spend the next year making sure that I am taking every single day while he's gone to maximize my time spent towards creating passive income and things for our future, so that when I have kids, I can be home with them and really be the mom that I had. Yes, it sucks that he's not here, but a year or whatever is so small compared to the lifetime we're going to have together. This is very long, but I just want to encourage people to always do what you want to do. Nobody should hold you back. Even people that want you around, that love you, that are looking out for you. Like, of course it was hard because a lot of family members are like, oh my God, what if something happens? But I just feel like people need to do what they feel like they're called to do. If you feel like you have something in your soul and it's freaking scary, but you have good intentions behind it, go after it. At least take a step towards learning more about it, because it could change your entire life. I'm living in such a different reality than 3 years ago me. So I'll be coming on here and sharing more things. I have so much more I could say, but I am married. I do live alone right now, and I am alone, but I'm not lonely. I am so happy and I'm so thriving. And honestly, a lot of it has to do with the fact that I get to come on here and talk to you. The timing of me getting on TikTok has changed my life because y'all give me such purpose. I'll be sharing more about my background very soon.